Hello, good day. In today's session, we are going to tackle about tangent line and secant line, theorems on tangent line, theorems on angles formed by tangent and secants, and theorems on chords, secants, and tangent segments. Let's start with the definition of tangent line. When you say tangent line, it is a line coplanar with the circle and intersect it with one and only one point. The intersection of the line and the circle is called point of tangency. Let's have an example. We have here two given circles. We have circle B and circle C. Let us name in this circle B the tangent line. So as you can see, we have here a given line which is intersect the circle at exactly one point. Therefore, this line is a tangent line. So our tangent line here is line CA. Okay? And that point that intersect the line and the circle is we have point C. This point C is what you called point of tangency. Point of tangency. Yeah. Next, let's have circle C. And this circle C, we have a line that intersect the circle at exactly one point, and that line is, we have line DF. Okay? You can name it as line DF, line EF, line FD, line ED, right? So, line DF is what you call the tangent line, and we have the intersection point of the line and the circle. We have point E. Point E, this is the what you called point of tangency. So, this is the tangent example of tangent line. Let us move with secant line. When you say secant line, it is a line that intersect a circle at exactly 2 points. Kanina, si tangent line at exactly 1 point lang. Ngayon, we have exactly 2 points. So, a secant contains a chord of a circle. Okay, let us have an example. We have here a given of circle S. Let us have the secant line and this given. So, sabi kanina, secant line intersect the circle at exactly 2 points. So, ito yung makikita mo ngayong line. Nakikita nyong line, we have line BR. And then we have line EA. This is what you called secant line. Yan. So, nag-intersect si BR kay point B and B point R. Dito naman, si line EA ay kay point E and point A. Right? Then, it contains a chord. So, you may name this one as a chord BR or segment BR and then segment EA. It contains a chord. Okay? So, yun yung ibig sabihin kanina na a secant contains a chord of a circle. Is it clear? Now, let's move on theorems. Let's have theorems on tangent line. Theorem number 1. If a line is tangent to a circle, then it is perpendicular to the radius drawn to the point of tangency. If you say perpendicular, therefore, you are going to have a right triangle. Okay? Let us consider circle C. As you can see, we have here a radius and a tangent that intersect at one point, which is point A. Okay? So, we have a radius of segment CA, and we have a tangent of line BD. And then, the point of intersection of CA and BD is point A. This point A is what you call point of tangency. Yan. Okay? Sabi sa theorem number 1, if a line is tangent to the circle, it is perpendicular So, this one is perpendicular. Yan. Kapag po kayo ay nakakapag-create ng perpendicular lines, nakaka-create ka naman ng a 90-degree angle or a right angle. So, si line BD is perpendicular to segment CA. If there are perpendicular, therefore, you have an angle of CAB, this one, CAB, and angle CAD is equal to 90 degrees. Tandaan po, kapag ikay nakaka-create ng perpendicular, you have a right angle, which is equal to 90 degrees. Is it clear? So that is theorem number 1. Theorem number 2. In theorem number 2, it says that if two segments from the same exterior point are tangents to a circle, then the two segments are equal. When you say exterior point, the point is outside the circle. Let us consider the circle. We have here circle B and two tangent segments, which is CO and RO, meet at the exterior point, which is point O. Okay, so ito yung sinasabi sa theorem number 2. We have a two tangent segment, which is CO and line segment RO, meet at the exterior point, which is point O. So, si point O, ito yung tinatawag nating exterior point. Yan. Okay? So, it says that if the two segments meet at the exterior point, the two tangent segments meet in the exterior points, therefore, si line segment CO is equal to line segment RO. They are equal. So, since they are equal, therefore, si CO ay 3, therefore, si RO is also 3. Is it clear? That is theorem number 2. Let's have another example. If CO is equals to 4x minus 9 and RO is equals to 15, find x. So, this one, CO raw po ay 4x minus 9, and then si RO is equals to 15. So, in our theorem, if we have two segments from the same exterior point, which is point O, are tangent, therefore they are equal. So, since they are equal, si CO is equal to RO. Then, substitute the given. Yung CO natin ay 4x minus 9, then it is equals to RO, which is equal to 15. Then, solve for x. How do we solve for x? Just transpose yung 9 sa kabilang side. We have 4x is equals to 15. Negative becomes positive. So, we have plus 9 here. Then, we have 4x is equal to 15 plus 9, we have 24. Then, divide both sides by 4. Cancel 4 here. It left x. Then, divide 24 divided by 4. The answer is 6. This is now your x. Let us check if is it 6 nga. Kailangan maging 15 siya. So, 4 times 6, the answer is 24. 24 minus 9, the answer is 15. So, that is theorem number 2. Pahabol po sa theorems on tangent. If you create here a line from C to B and B to R, yan, kapag nag-create ka ng line dyan, so, syempre, ito yung theorem number 1 na makaka-create ka ng perpendicular. Ayan. So, makaka-create ka dyan ng 90 degrees. And then, when you have a line from the center to the exterior point, makaka-create ka naman dito ng dalawang angle. And these two angles, they are equal. Okay? So, si angle COB is congruent to angle ROB. Congruent to ROB. Yan. Equal naman sila. Okay? So, that's all with theorems on tangent line. Let's move to the next one. Theorems on angles formed by secants and tangents. Let's have the first three theorems. Okay, so ito yung inuna ko kasi pare-parehas lang yung gagawin natin with these three theorems. Okay? Yun nga lang, iba-iba yung kanyang situation. Let us have the first one. The first situation here, two secants intersect in the exterior of a circle. So, our exterior point here is point C. That's one. We have here point C. Then, our 2 secant here, we have line BA and line DE. They intersect in the exterior point, which is point C. That is our first situation. Our second situation, we have here circle I. In circle I, we have a tangent and a secant intersect in the exterior of a circle. We have a given tangent, which is line JL, and we have a given secant, which is line JK. They intersect at the exterior point at point L. Okay? That is the second situation. Now, let's move with the third one. We have here two tangents intersect in the exterior of a circle. Our tangent line here, we have line QN and then we have line QP, which intersect at the exterior of the circle, which is point Q. Okay? So, as you can see, pare-pareha silang, ang kanilang intersection ay nasa exterior of a circle. Okay? So, if this situation, we have 2 seconds intersect at the exterior point, tangent and a secant intersect in the exterior point of a circle, and 2 tangents intersect in the exterior of a circle. Therefore, the angled measure of the angled form is 1/2 the positive differences of the measure of the intercepted arc. Okay? So, ano pong ibig sabihin nun? So, we have here the angled form by the two line. Ito, for example, we have here situation number 2. Ito yung angled form mo. And situation number 3, ito yung angled form. And then, in situation number 1, ito yung angled na na-form mo. So, for you to find the measure of that angles, we have 1/2 of the positive differences of the measures of the intercepted arc. So, yung intercepted arc na pinakalooban nung inyong angle, isusubtract mo. Okay? So, ganito lang siya. Meaning, we have angled form is equal to the 1/2 of the bigger intercepted arc minus the smaller intercepted arc. Bakit nauna yung bigger? Kasi sabi niya, positive difference. So, bigger intercepted arc minus the smaller intercepted arc. Okay? So, let us have the first one, the first situation, the first circle. Gawan natin siya ng equation. So, for us to find the angled form, ang ating angled form in circle F, kay circle F muna tayo. Ang ating na angled form doon is angle ECA. ECA. Ito yun. ECA. So, it is equal to 1/2 of the bigger intercepted arc. Ano yung mas malaking intercepted arc na nakapaloob dun sa angle mo? Ito yun. So, si arc EA. Arc EA. Subtract mo lang dun sa smaller intercepted arc mo, ano yung nabuo mong smaller na nakapaloob sa angle, that is that arc. We have arc BD. Arc BD. So, that's your formula. Okay? Now, let's move with the situation number 2. Sabi niya, we have here circle I. Sa circle I naman tayo. Okay? Dun sa circle I, the angled form here is angle JLH. We have JLH. H. Pwede rin angle L lang. Pwede na yun. So, we have 1/2 of, what's the bigger intercepted arc here? We have HGJ. Bakit tatlo na? Kasi may major arc na makukuha mo dyan. We have arc HGJ. Yan yung bigger intercepted arc minus the smaller intercepted arc. Ito yung smaller intercepted arc. So, from here to here. So, we have arc JK. Okay? Is it clear? Next tayo, let us have the circle O. Circle O. So, gawa naman natin si circle O. We have here angle. What is angle? Angle Q. Yan, pwede naman angle Q lang. So, we form an angle Q with two tangents here. So, we have the formula of angle Q is equals to 1/2 multiply. What's our bigger? We have NRP. We have arc NRP minus to the smaller, which is NP. Arc NP. So, that's your formula. Is it clear? So, that is the first three theorems. So, ang exterior point ay nasa labas. Kung si secant man or tangent ang nag-intersect, ganito ang inyong magiging formula. We have angled form is equals to the 1/2 of the bigger intercepted arc minus to the smaller intercepted arc. Ang intercepted arc, yun yung arc na nakapaloob doon sa inyong angles. Is it clear? Okay? Now, let's move with the next two theorems. Let's have theorem number 4. It says that if two secant intersect in the interior of a circle, then the measure of the angled form is 1/2 the sum of the measures of the arcs intercepted by the angle and its vertical angles. So, let us consider this one. We have here circle S. So, they intersect at the interior point of point E. Ito yun, yung point E. So, yung secant, which is si HR, and then si LI, intersect at point E. So, ang secant natin dito ay si secant line na si HR, and secant line na si IL. Intersect at the interior point of point E. Yan. So, within the intersection, nakakreate siya ng angle. Meron ditong si angle 1, angle 2, angle 3, and angle 4. Pwede mo rin naman siya i-names as angle HEI, pwedeng angle REL, pwede rin ang angle REI, or angle HEL. Okay? So, nilagyan ko lang ng angle 1, 2, angle 3, and 4 para mas madali siyang isulat. Na. So, sabi dito, yung angle na na-form daw is 1/2 the sum of the measures of the arcs of the intercepted. Okay? By the angle and its vertical angles. Vertical angles. When you say vertical angles, if they are vertical, they are equal. Ano yung vertical angles dito? Si angle 1, ang ka-vertical angles niya ay si angle 2. Is it clear? So, kung ano yung sukat ni angle 1, ganun din yung sukat ni angle 2. Or therefore, si angle HEI ay ka-vertical ni REL. Is it clear? Next, si angle 3 ay ka-vertical naman niya ay si angle 4. Ibig sabihin, yung sukat ni angle 3 ay equal sa sukat ni angle 4. Is it clear? Or, si IER ay vertical niya ay si HEL. Okay? So, our formula here for us to find the angle, we have the angle form. Angle form is equal to 1/2 of the intercepted arc. intercepted arc plus the intercepted arc of the other. Intercepted arc of vertical angles. Ayan. Yung dalawang intercepted arc. O, yung pinakalooban nung dalawang angles mo. Okay? So, how is it? For example, we have angle 1 here. So, si angle 1 is equal to the 1/2 of. Ang ka-vertical niya ay si angle 2. So, yung kanyang intercepted arc, pinakalooban ng dalawang angles mo. Which is arc HI plus arc LR. Ayan lang yan. Plus naman siya sa. Okay? So, kung si angle 2 yung gagamitin mo, si angle 2 parehas lang din. 1/2 ni arc HI plus arc LR. Ma'am, bakit parehas? Kasi they are equal. They are vertical angles. Is it clear? What if angle 3? So, angle 3 is equal to 1/2 of, vertical naman ito. We have IR plus, ano naman yung kabaliktaran niya? Sa intercepted arc niya, we have HL. Okay? So, si angle 4 ay parehas ni angle 3, which is 1/2 ni IR plus HL. Is it clear? That is theorem number 4. Plus naman siya. Okay? So, si theorem number 4, nasa loob ang kanyang, nasa loob yung intersection ng dalawang secant line. Okay? And that is what you call interior point ni circle. Is it clear? That is theorem number 4. Theorem number 5. It says that if a secant and a tangent intersect at the point of tangency, then the measure of each angle formed is 1/2 the measure of each intercepted arc. So, yung unang 1, 2, 3 theorem, yung first 3 theorems, yung kanyang point of intersection ay exterior point. Yung theorem number 5, ang kanyang point of intersection ay interior, nasa loob ni circle. This time, a secant and tangent intersect at the point of tangency. Sa point of tangency naman siya nag-intersect. So, sabi dito, the angle formed measures is 1/2 the measure of each intercepted arc. Okay? So, meron ditong dalawang na-create na angle. Ito yon. Itong angle na to at saka ito. Yan. So, si angle QSR at saka si angle QSW. Yun yung na-create na angle nung nag-intersect si segment QS or si secant line na QS at si tangent line na RW. Nag-intersect sila kay point S, which is the point of tangency. Is it clear? So, ito yung na-create nilang angles ngayon. So, if you are going to find the measure of this angle, 1/2 daw siya nung kanyang intercepted arc. So, si QSR, ang kanyang intercepted arc ay ito, ay si QS. Hindi po si R, baka malito kayo. Si S po. Si QS. Kung nasaan yung arc nyo, QS. O, ganun lang kasimple. Kalahati lang ni QS. Next, si angle QSW ay 1/2 naman nino. 1/2 ni QTS. QTS. So, that is theorem number 5. Okay? So, let's move with solving. We are going to apply the theorem 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in solving. Now, let us apply the theorems on angle formed by secant and tangent. we have here a given of circle C. Yan. So, si arc IO daw po ay 140 degrees. And arc NV is 30 degrees. We are going to find for the angle OAI. So, bago natin sila i-find, let us create the formula in this circle. So, since this circle formed by 2 secant, okay, and then exterior point ay nasa labas, so, ito yung theorem number 1. Okay? So, we have angle, si OAI, o kaya si angle A, pwede rin niyang angle A lang. Ayan. So, parehas lang yan, ha. So, angle OAI is equal to the 1/2 of the difference of the bigger intercepted arc minus to the smaller intercepted arc. Our bigger intercepted arc is si IO. Arc IO. Minus mo, dun the smaller, ito yung smaller intercepted arc, na si NV. Arc NV. So, yan yung working formula natin dito sa dalawa na to. Okay? Now, we are going to find for angle AIO. Ito na yung formula natin. So, si angle OAI. OAI is equal to the 1/2 of arc IO minus arc NV. Yan. Then, substitute lang natin. So, si angle OAI is equal to 1/2 of, what is IO? IO is 140 minus si NBI 30. So, subtract mo lang. 140 minus 30. So, we have here 1/2 of, the answer is 110. Divide mo lang. So, 1/2 ni 110. Therefore, si angle OAI, anong kalahati ni 110? That is 55 degrees. So, yun na yung sagot mo. Is it clear? Next tayo. Baliktad naman. Ang given natin ay si IO, which is 100 degrees. Si angle A OAI ay equal to 30 degrees. We are going to find for the smaller intercepted arc, which is NB. Yun naman yung nawawala. So, using again this formula, we have angle, change na lang natin, pwede naman siyang angle A na lang, is equal to 1/2 of arc IO minus arc NB. So, hanapin natin si NB. Substitute mo lang ulit. So, si angle A mo ay 30 degrees, right here 30 degrees, equals to 1/2. Do not forget the degree sign, ha? Do not forget. Pag wala kang degree sign, mali po yun. Pero kung merong letter M yung sagot mo, kailangan wala namang degree sign. Is it clear? So, we have here 1/2 of, ang IO mo raw ay 100 minus arc NV. So, how you are going to solve this one? So, since may fraction ka dyan, cross-multiply mo lang yung 2 dun sa kabilang side. So, since cross-multiplication, 2 times 30. So, the answer here is 60. Equal, natira na lang dyan ay 1. So, wala na siya. 100 kasi 1 times 100 is 100 pa rin. Minus 1 times arc NB ay arc NB pa rin. Then, afterwards, susunod niyan ay i-transpose na natin. 60 minus 100 is equals to negative arc NV. Negative pa rin, ha? So, 60 minus 100, we have negative 40 is equal to negative arc NB. So, bawal may negative sign dyan. So, we have negative, sulat ko lang ulit dito, negative 40 is equals to negative arc NB. Divide both sides mo lang yan by negative 1. So, cancel mo na yung negative sign. Ang matitira na lang ay si arc NB is equals to 40 degrees. So, yun na yung sagot niya. Okay? Did you get it? Let's have another example. Example number 2. Consider the figure circle C. As you can see, we have here 2 tangents that intersect at exterior point. We have HQ and KQ intersect at exterior point of point Q. So, this is theorem number 3. So, in theorem number 3, we have angle Q. Angle Q na lang. Pwede namang HQK. Angle Q is equal to the 1/2 of the difference of the bigger arc minus the smaller arc. So, the bigger arc here is HJK. HJK. Arc HJK. Minus to the smaller arc, which is HK. So, this is the working formula. Okay? So, let us have A. Given HJK is 280 degrees. Find arc HK and angle HQK. So, ang given lang natin ay ito, si HJK. We're going to find for HK and then the angle HQK. So, how will you find this? So, since HJK ay 280, ilan na lang kaya ito? So, ang isang circle natin ay 360, tama? So, for us to find HK, subtract lang natin si HJK dun sa 360. So, for us to find HK, we have 360 minus 280 degrees. So, ganun lang kasimple para makuha mo si HK. Kasi kapag dalawang tangent, yung kalahati niya, yung intercepted arc, ay plus dun sa smaller intercepted arc ay equal kay 360. Is it clear? 360 degrees minus 280 degrees is equal to 80 degrees. So, this is the measure of arc HK. Now, let us have angle HQK or angle Q. So, for angle HQK or angle Q, it is equals to 1/2 of arc HJK minus arc HK. So, it is equal to 1/2 of ang ating arc HJK is equal to 280 degrees. Change mo lang. Minus ang arc HK natin, we have 80 degrees. So, 280 minus 80 degrees. So, we have 1/2 of 200 degrees. So, 280 minus 80 is 200. What's the half of 200? So, angle HQK is equal to 100 degrees. So, this is the measure of your angle and this is the measure of arc HK. Next tayo, we have letter B. Given arc HK is equals to 160 degrees and angle Q is equals to 20 degrees. We are going to find for HJK. So, may HK ka dito, which is 160. Then, we are going to find for HJK. Doon tayo sa simple muna. So, kung sa simple, ito ay 360 pag inad, diba? So, we have arc HJK is equals to 360 degrees minus 160 degrees. If you subtract this one, so the answer is 200 degrees. Si HJK ay 200 degrees. Ayun na, tapos na. Doon tayo sa simple. Ito, na-apply lang to kapag dalawang tangent yung nag-intersect, ha. So, paano naman kapag yung formula yung gagamitin natin? So, we have here angle Q is equal to 1/2 of HJK minus arc HK. So, substitute lang ulit. We have 1/2. Kailangan 200 din yung magiging sagot natin. Si HJK mo ay nawawala. So, just copy HJK. Minus, ang HK mo is 160 degrees. So, si angle Q mo, we have 20 degrees. Cross-multiply lang. So, we have here, dito tayo, 2 times 20, we have 40 degrees equals HJK minus 160. So, si 160, lipat mo sa kabilang side. So, we have here 40, negative, magiging positive. 160 is equals to HJK. 160 plus 40, so the answer is HJK, arc HJK is equals to 200 degrees. So, that is your answer. Is it clear? Example number 3. Consider circle B. Okay? So, in this circle, as you can see, we have here two secant line that intersect in an interior point O. Yan. Sa point O sila nag-intersect. So, ito yung theorem number 4 natin. Diba? Yung theorem number 4 na sinasabi natin na nag-intersect siya sa loob ni circle. In this theorem, yung kanyang angled form ay equal to the half of the sum of the intercepted arc of the angle form and its vertical angles, 'di ba? Sum naman. So, yung kanina, difference. Ngayon, sum naman. Basta kapag nasa labas yung kanyang point, difference yon. Kapag nasa loob, sum naman yon. I-add naman natin. So, we have here angle 1 and angle 2. Vertical sila, kaya parehas yung kanyang formula. Equal lang naman sila. Si angle 1 and angle 2 ay equal doon sa 1/2 nung intercepted arc nung nito. Itong angle na to, ang kanyang intercepted arc ay si arc WR plus arc XS. So, yun yan. Doon naman kay angle 3 and angle 4, so parehas naman sila ng kanyang formula. We have 1/2 naman siya ni RS, arc RS plus arc WX. So, that's your working formula. So, we have here si WR daw po ay 80 degrees and si XS ay 60 degrees. We are going to find for angle 1 and angle 2. So, angle 1 is equal to 1/2 of arc WR plus arc XS. So, substitute lang po natin. We have 1/2 multiply WR is 80 plus 60 degrees. So, 80 plus 60 degrees, the answer is 1/2 of 140 degrees. Anong kalahati ni 140? So, angle 1 is equals to 70 degrees. So, since the angle 1 and angle 2 are just vertical angles, so they are equal. Therefore, si angle 2 is also 70 degrees. Is it clear? Next tayo. Given, si WX daw po ay 100. Ito. Si RS naman ay 120. We are going to find for angle 3 and angle 4. So, we have now, angle 3 is equal to 1/2 naman siya ni arc WX plus arc RS. So, equal siya to 1/2. Okay lang itong magkabaliktad kasi addition naman. Pero kung siya ay subtraction, kailangan lagi nauuna si bigger arc kesa kay smaller arc para laging positive yung sagot natin. Is it clear? So, WX is 100 degrees plus 120 degrees. So, 100 plus 120, we have 1/2 of 220 degrees. Now, what's the half of 220? Therefore, angle 3 is equals to 110 degrees. And angle 4 is also 110 degrees. Okay? So, that is an example for theorem number 4. Example number 4. What if ganito lang yung given? Walang without any letters. So, analyze mo na lang. So, we have here a tangent line and a secant line. So, since tangent and secant line, this is theorem number 2 as we have. So, we have here a bigger intercepted arc which is 186 degree, and then we have here a smaller intercepted arc which is 70 degrees. We are going to solve for x. Okay? So, for us to have it, let us have the formula. So, yung angle mo ay si x. So, equal siya dun sa 1/2 of the bigger intercepted arc, which is 186 degree. Subtract mo sa smaller arc, which is 70 degrees. O, ayan na. Meron ka ng working formula for us to solve for x. So, ganun lang siya kasimple. Let us now solve. We have now your x, which is equal to 1/2, then 186 minus 70 degrees. The answer is 116 degrees. Now, what's the half of 116 degrees? So, x is equals to 58 degrees. So, ganun lang kasimple. Okay? Let's have another example. In this figure, we have here the smaller intercepted arc of 60 degrees and your angle is 40 degrees. We are going to solve for the bigger intercepted arc. So, create tayo ng formula. So, ito ay theorem number 2 pa din. We have a tangent and a secant. Okay? So, we have here your angle. Ang angle natin ay 40 degrees. May given ka na, angle which is 40 degrees. So, angle equals to bigger intercepted arc, bigger, 1/2 of bigger minus smaller. Intercepted arc to, Yan. So, 40 degrees ang angle mo is equal to 1/2 of, ang bigger mo ay nawawala. So, x siya. Minus, ang smaller mo ay si 60 degrees. So, yan na. Cross multiply ulit. So, 2 times 40, we have here 80 degrees is equal to x minus 60 degrees. So, for us to solve for x, transpose lang natin si negative 60 sa kabilang side. So, 80 degrees, si negative magiging positive, plus 60 degrees is equals to x. Therefore, x is equals to 80 plus 60. The answer is 140 degrees. So, ganun lang po kasimple. So, kailangan lang yung theorems, kabisado mo kung kailan siya magiging ganito ang kanyang formula, or ang formula naman niya ay plus or half. Okay? Let us move with example number 6. Example number 6. We have a given circle here. We are going to find for angle 1, angle 2, angle 3, and angle 4. As you can see, the given here, we have a secant intersect with the tangent in a point of tangency. Okay? So, dun sila nag-intersect sa mismong circle, yung point of tangency nila. So, this one is theorem number 5. Okay? Theorem number 5. Yan. So, ito yung angled na form ay 1/2 nitong intercepted arc niya. Okay? So, for us to find this one, we have angle 1. Itong angle 1, it should be this one, this arc, yung bigger arc, 1/2 of the bigger arc. Ayun lang, 1/2 the bigger arc. Yan nga lang, hindi natin alam yung bigger arc. So, paano natin malalaman? Ito, 100 to. Guys, 100 to. So, yung matitira ay ilang kaya? So, ang isang bilog ay 360 minus mo dun sa 100. The answer is 260. So, that's the bigger arc. Is it clear? So, therefore, si angle 1 ay equal sa 1/2 ni 260 degrees. So, anong kalahati ni 260 degrees? So, angle 1 is 130 degrees. Yun na yan. So, etong angle 1 mo ay 130 degrees. Ngayon, dito tayo kay angle 2. So, si angle 2, para makuha mo ay 1/2 naman siya nitong smaller arc mo. Smaller arc. Ayan. So, paano ko nalalaman kung bigger arc or smaller arc? Kasi yung angle niya, nandito siya. Ito yung intercepted arc niya, yung smaller arc. Is it clear? Yung intercepted arc yung pinagbabasihan natin. So, si angle 2 is equal to 1/2. Ang smaller arc natin ay 100 degrees. Ngayon, si 100, anong kalahati ngayon? Yung 100. So, si angle 2 is equal to 50 degrees. Okay? Ngayon, ano kaya si angle 3? Ito. Si angle 3 is also 130 degrees. Bakit? Kasi there are vertical angles. Is it clear? Then, si angle 4, ano naman? Si angle 4 is also 50 degrees kasi si angle 2 and angle 4 are vertical angles and they are equal. Okay? And then, when you add 1 and 2, kailangan supplementary siya kasi straight line yan. So, kailangan 180 kapag sila ay inad. Sige nga, add natin. 130 plus 50, the answer is 180. Diba? Tama? Tignan mo to. Si angle 1 and angle 4, they are supplementary. So, dapat 180 yan kapag inad. Okay? Straight line kasi eh. So, si angle 1 is 130, si angle 4 is 50. When you add it 1, we have 180 degrees. So, clear? Si 3 and 4, when you add these 3, angle 3 and angle 4, 130 plus 50, 180 degrees. Okay? So, kailangan alam mo yung paikot-ikot ni circle. Ang isang buong circle ay 360. Pag nakakita ka ng straight line, that should be a supplementary. Okay? When you add it, the two angles should be 180 degrees. Is it clear? So, that's all with theorems on angle formed by tangents and secant. Now, let's move with the segment. Okay? Chords, tangents, and secant segments. So, before we have the theorems of those chords, tangents, and secant segments, let's have first the external secant segments. When you say external secant segments, it is the part of the secant segment that is outside the circle. So, what are they? So, we have here given of as 2 seconds that intersect to the exterior point. Okay? So, yung ating external secant segment, ay sino-sino. Sabi niya, it is a segment siya ni secant na nasa labas. So, ito yun. Ito. Tsaka ito. So, therefore, it is segment AM and segment EM. Okay? So, that is your second, external secant segment. Ano naman yung tinatawag mong secant line? Yung secant line mo ay ito. Si line GM at saka si line SM. Yan. Then, ang inyo namang tinatawag na internal secant segment, ang internal. Ang internal, yung nasa loob, si GA at saka si SE. Okay? So, ang ating secant ay si GM, ang kanyang external ay si AM. Ang ating secant ay si SM, ang ating external ay si EM. Okay? That is the external secant segment. Bakit ko ito pinaliwanag? Kasi mamaya sa theorem, makikita nyo si external secant segment. Okay? Now, let's move with the theorems. Let's have power theorems. So, we have 3 power theorems. Let us have the first one. So, these theorems are involved to the chords, tangents, and secant segments. Ang tawag sa kanila ay power theorem. Let's have the first one. Intersecting chords power theorem. It says that if 2 chords intersect in the interior of the circle, then the product of the measures of the segments of one chord is equal to the product of the measures of the segments of the other chord. Okay, we have here a chord of A, D, and C, B. So, nag-intersect sila at the interior point of point E. Yan. So, yung point E, nahati ngayon tong si AD. So, ang kanyang hati ay si AE and ED. That is one chord. And then the other chord we have here, nahati dito ay si CE at saka si EB. Okay, that's the other chord. So, ang sabi dyan, product daw nung chords, nung mga nahating chords. So, we have here, ito yung AD. Si AD, nahati siya. So, we have here AE. Multiply lang po yan dun sa kalahati niya, which is ED. So, it is equal to the other chords. Yung kalahati nun, yung isang chord. So, we have si CE naman ay multiply naman kay EB. So, yun lang yan. So, that is the first intersecting chords power theorem. Yun yung unang power theorem natin. Okay? Example, let us solve this one. Sabi niya, AE is 12. Ang AE daw natin ay 12. Times. Ang ED natin is 8. We have 8 is equal to, ang CE natin ay 16 times. So, we are going to find for EB. So, since EB ay nawawala, gawin na lang natin siyang X. That is have here X. Then, afterwards, so, solve na natin. So, divide natin both sides by 16 para mas madali. Cancel, cancel. Natira na lang ay si X. Ngayon ito, simplify natin. Si 16 at 8 divisible by 8. Para hindi ka mahirapan mag-multiply, paliitin na natin. Si 16 at 8 ay divisible by 8. So, si 16 ay magiging 2, si 8 ay magiging 1. Ayan, lumiit na. So, ngayon, 12 times 1 divided by 2 na lang. So, 12 times 1 is 12 divided by 2. The answer is 6. So, this is your X, or si EB ay equal into 6. Is it clear? So, since segments to, sukat ang pinag-uusapan, lagyan mo na yan ng units, 6 units. Is it clear? So, that is intersecting chords power theorem. Sa pang example, we have here a given. Circle F ulit. Yun nga lang, binago ko na yung given. So, dito na siya nakalagay. So, for us to solve this one, we have x times 6. So, si x, multiply mo by 6. Equal siya dito naman, 15 times 4. So, 15 multiplied by 4. So, para mas madali ulit, divide mo both sides by 6. Cancel mo na yung 6 dito. Natira na lang ay si x. Si 6 and 4, divisible by 2. So, si 6 magiging na tong 3, si 4 magiging ng 2. So, si 3 and 15 divisible by 3. 3 becomes 1, 15 becomes 5. So, ang natira na lang ay 5 times 2 divided by 1. 5 times 2, we have 10 divided by 1. The answer is 10. We have here 10 units. Okay? So, that is power theorem, intersecting chords. Let's move with another power theorem. Power theorem number 2. We have second segments power theorem. If two second segments intersect at the exterior of the circle, then the product of the length of the first secant and the length of the external secant is equal to the product of the length of the second secant and the length of its external segment. So, we have here a given of a circle. Consider this figure. We have a secant here which is CA and a secant here which is EA. So, si EA, si CA at saka si EA ay nag-intersect kay point A. Now, for us to find this one, yung mga kanyang segments, we are going to multiply, find the product of the secant. Ang secant natin ay si CA. CA. Mumultiply lang natin siya doon sa kanyang external second segment, which is BA. Ayun. So, equal naman siya doon sa isa pang secant. Ang secant natin ay si EA. I-multiply naman natin siya dun sa external second segment sa labas, si DA. Okay, nagagets nyo? Ulit, doon sa ating second segment power theorem, we involve here ang 2 secant segments. Nag-intersect siya doon sa exterior point. Ito yung exterior point. Okay, then the product of the length of the first. Ito yung una. First secant natin ay si CA ay product daw with its external segment. Ito yon. Next, equal siya dun sa product nung second secant, which is EA, sa product niya with DA. Ayon. So, we have CA times BA, then we have EA times DA. Okay? So, that is our second power theorem. Okay. Now, let us solve this one. Sabi niya din eh. Given, AC is equals to 16. Si AC daw po ay 16. Ito. AC. Ito, yung buo. AC is equals to 16. Ito yun. So, we have, our formula is CA or AC times BA is equal to EA times DA. So, ang CA or AC natin ay 16. Ang BA natin ay nawawala or si AB. So, lagyan natin X. Is equals to si EA or AE ay 18. Then, si DA or AD ay we have 8. Yan na. Then, solve na. Divide both sides mo na yan by 16. By 16. So, cancelled out 16 here. So, si X natin, we have here ito ulit. Simplify ulit natin. So, si 8 and 16 divisible by 8. Itong 8 magiging 1, si 16 magiging 2. Ngayon, si 18 and 2 divisible by 2. 2 mo cancel, magiging 1. This one becomes 9. So, matira na lang 9 times 1 divided by 1. So, the answer is 9. We have here 9 units. So, yun na yung sagot mo. Is it clear? So, that is the second power theorem. Multiply lang. Yung buo ni secant, multiply mo dun sa kanyang external. Then, equal siya dun sa buo ulit ng isang secant, multiply mo ulit doon sa kanyang external. That is the second power theorem, second segment's power theorem. Is it clear? Now, let's move with the last power theorem. Let's have the last power theorem. We have tangent secant power theorem. It says that if a tangent and a secant intersect at the exterior of the circle, then the product of the length of the secant and the length of the external segments is equal to the square of the tangent segment. So, we have here a secant, and then we have here a tangent. So, nag-intersect sila in the exterior point of point A. So, ang product daw po ng length ng secant, etong length ng secant, at saka nitong si external niya, ay equal to the square of this tangent. Okay? So, therefore, our formula, we can create our formula by we having AB squared. Okay, squared daw nito ay equal to the product of the length of the secant, which is DA, multiplied to the external, which is CA. Okay? So, that's your formula. Ganun lang kasimple naman. So, we have ulit a tangent. Squared mo lang yung tangent, yung segment ng tangent. Then, equal siya doon sa kabuuan ng secant. Multiply mo lang doon sa kanyang external. Ayan, si CA. So, we have here a given. Ang DA mo raw ay 12, ang CA mo ay 3, and then we are going to solve for X. So, ang AB mo ay X. So, we have here X squared. X squared is equal, ang DA natin ay, we have here 12. Then, multiply natin sa CA, which is 3. So, copy, X squared equals 12 times 3. The answer here is 36. Then, since may squared to, square root mo both side para mawala yung squared. So, ang natira na lang ay si X. Then, square root ni 36, we have here 6. So, since x to, positive and negative dapat yan. Since sukat yung ating ginagamit, laging positive ang sagot natin. So, we have 6 units. Okay? So, ganun lang po kadali ang tangent secant power. Okay? Let's have more examples about power theorem. The first circle, we have here 2 seconds intersect at the 2 chords intersect at one exterior point. The other one, the second one, we have here a secant, then a tangent. Then this one, we have 2 secant intersect an exterior. So, kung mapapansin nyo, ito yung 2 chords. Ito yung theorem, power theorem number 1. Ito yung power theorem number 1. Ito naman yung power theorem number 3 natin. And then the power theorem number 2, sorry. Okay, let us now solve this one. Dun sa power theorem number 1, yung product daw nito, etong angle, segment na to at saka nito ay equal sa product nito at saka nito. Okay? So, therefore, 9 times x ay equal to 12 times 6. O, ganun lang kasimple. Then, divide mo both sides by 9. 9. Cancel mo na yung 9. So, you have here x. Then, simplify natin. 9 and 6. Si 9 and 6 divisible by 3. So, this one becomes 3. Then, this one becomes 2. Si 12 and 3 divisible by 3 ulit. Si 3 magiging 1 na. Si 12 magiging 4. Then, multiply na. 4 times 2 divided by 1. The answer, we have 8. So, this is the answer. We have 8 units. Next, this one is power theorem number 3. Okay, the tangent. Si tangent ay tangent squared. Squared ni tangent ay equal dun sa product ng whole secant multiply dun sa external. So, you have here the whole secant daw. Ito kasi ay 7 lang. Ito ay 3. Pag ikaw'y nakakita ng ganoon, ng bracket, ibig sabihin, yun na yung kabuuan. Since wala ka naman nakita na bracket, ibig sabihin, hati ito. Ito ay 7, ito ay 3. So, we have here, ang kabuuan niya, we have 7 plus 3. The answer, we have 10. Yun yung kabuuang secant. Multiply mo dun sa external, which is 3. Okay? Then, multiply natin. We have x squared equals 10 times 3. The answer is 30. Square root natin both side. Cancel. We have here x. Next, square root ni 30. Si 30 is not a perfect square. Therefore, hanap tayo ng factors na ang isa ay perfect square. So, what is the square root of 30 na meron pang factors? So, what are the factors of 30? Ang mga factors lang ni 30 ay 3 and 10, 1 and 30, 15 and 2, 6 and 5. O, yan lang yung factors sa 30. Eh, wala namang may perfect square dyan. So, therefore, kung 1 and 30, ulit ka lang sa umpisa. So, therefore, ang answer natin is square root of 30. Yan na yung sagot. Okay? Pero kung may factors pa, kailangan mo pa siyang i-simplify. For example, halimbawa ang nakuha mo is square root of 24. Si square root of 24 may factors pa. What are those? We have, yung isa ay perfect square, which is 4 times 6, diba? So, si 4 ay perfect square. Ano square root ni 4? We have 2. Labas mo lang yung 2. We have 2, then just copy square root of 6. So, yun yung sagot. Okay? Units. Okay? Let's have the last one. This one is power theorem number 2. 2 seconds nag-intersect sa exterior. Okay? So, this one, etong kabuuan ay multiply natin sa external. Etong kabuuan ay multiply natin sa external. And then, they are equal. So, we have kabuuan nito. Okay. Dito na lang tayo sa may x. Kabuuan nito, we have, ang kabuuan niya ay x plus 3. X plus 3. Ayan. Then, multiply mo dito sa external niya, which have here 3. Equal to, kabuuan nito, 8 plus 2, we have 10. Then, multiply mo sa external, we have times 2. Then, we have here, you are going to multiply 3 to the binomial. So, distribute mo. 3 times x, you have here 3x. Then, 3 times 3, we have here plus 9. Is equal to 10 times 2, we have 20. Then, solve for x. So, you are going to transpose 9 to the other side para x na lang yun matira dito. You have 3x equals to 20. Then, positive becomes negative. We have minus 9. So, 20 minus 9, we have 3x equals to 11. Divide both sides by 3. Cancel. So, ang x na lang natin is 11 over 3 units. Yun na yung sagot. Okay? So, that's it. We're done with this session. So, thank you very much for your listening. So, if you enjoyed this lesson at may natutunan kayo, please don't forget to subscribe on my channel, Mathematics Scratch. Salamat po. Bye-bye!